took this night watchman job to have some quiet, you know. Just me, the silence, and a few dusty corridors. It's an old building, one of those places with more history than tenants. The pay is decent, and all I have to do is walk the halls and make sure everything is locked up tight. For the first few weeks, it was perfect. The silence was exactly what I needed. But lately, that silence has started to feel heavy. It's not just quiet. It's like the building is holding its breath. It all feels perfectly normal on the surface. The lights flicker sometimes, but it's an old building. The plumbing groans, but that's expected. I can explain everything away, but there are things I can't quite put my finger on. Like the smell. Sometimes, in the West Wing, there's a faint scent of lavender, like someone just walked by wearing old-fashioned perfume. It's gone as soon as I try to trace it. Then there's the third-floor storage room. It's always cold in there. Not just a little chilly, but a deep, biting cold that seeps into your bones, even on a warm night. The thermostat says it's the same temperature as the rest of the floor, but my breath still fogs in the air. And I've been losing time. I'll look at my watch. It's 1 a.m. I'll walk a single hallway, a 5-minute patrol at most, and when I check again, it's nearly 2. An hour, just gone. I've started setting alarms on my phone every 15 minutes just to keep track. At first, I thought I was just tired, dozing off on my feet. But I feel wide awake. It's as if pockets of time are being snipped out of my night, leaving me with these confusing, empty gaps. Everything is logical, everything is believable, but beneath it all, there's this hum of wrongness that I just can't shake. It's like a splinter in my mind that I can't get out. The little things are starting to pile up now, creating this constant, low-level hum of anxiety. It started with sounds. A soft tapping from an empty office that stops the second I put my ear to the door. The creak of a floorboard on the level above me, even though I'm the only one here. I'll stop, listen, and there's nothing but that heavy, waiting silence again. It's like playing a game of hide-and-seek with something that's always one step ahead. Then objects began to move. Nothing dramatic. A pen on a reception desk will be pointing left when I pass, and on my next round, it's pointing right. A book I left squared on my small desk will be slightly askew. It's so subtle, so insignificant, that I keep telling myself I'm just misremembering. Maybe I'm the one who moved it and forgot. But it's happening too often now. It feels deliberate. A quiet, persistent reminder that I'm not alone. The worst part was last Tuesday. I was down in the archives, a maze of filing cabinets and dusty boxes. The air was thick and still. And then, as clear as day, I heard a voice whisper my name. It wasn't a shout. It was soft, intimate, like someone standing right behind me. I spun around, my heart hammering against my ribs, flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. Nothing. Just shelves and shadows. It wasn't my name being called in the wind. It was my name, spoken with intention. Yesterday, I found something. Tucked inside an old employee manual from the 70s, there was a photograph. A black and white picture of a woman I've never seen, smiling. But her eyes, they were looking right at the camera, right at me. On the back, in faded blue ink, it just said, "See you soon." I don't know who she is or who wrote it, but holding that picture, I felt a cold dread wash over me. This isn't random. It feels personal. It feels like I'm being watched, studied, and slowly, gently, tormented. There are no jump scares here, no monsters in the dark. Just the steady, unnerving feeling that the walls themselves are observing my every move. I think I'm losing my mind. Or maybe I've already lost it and I'm just the last one to know. Time doesn't make sense anymore. My shifts feel like they stretch for days, or they pass in the blink of an eye. I'll find myself standing in a hallway with no memory of how I got there. Was I just here a minute ago, or an hour? My logbook has entries I don't remember writing, in handwriting that's almost mine, but shakier, more frantic. I'm questioning every thought, every memory. Am I really here? Was I ever here? The nights are getting worse. The whispers aren't just in the archives anymore. They follow me. Soft murmurs that seem to bleed from the wallpaper. Too quiet to make out the words, but loud enough to know they're there. They sound like secrets, like promises. Last night, I caught my reflection in the dark glass of the main entrance. For just a second, a split second, the person looking back wasn't me. It was someone else, someone older, with tired, knowing eyes. And they smiled. When I blinked, it was just my own terrified face staring back. My dreams and my waking hours are bleeding into each other. I'll fall asleep in the break room for what feels like a minute and have vivid, detailed dreams of walking these halls 100 years ago. I see faces, hear conversations in languages I don't speak, and feel a sense of belonging that terrifies me when I wake up. I know this place, not because I work here, but because I've always been here. I'm not just a night watchman stumbling into something strange. I'm a part of it. This building, this presence, it's something I've been aware of my whole life, a shadow at the edge of my vision that I've tried to ignore. I came here thinking I was starting a new job, but now I know. I was just coming home. I finally understand. It was never about the job, the quiet, or the money. It was about this place. All the strange things, the missing time, the whispers. It wasn't to scare me away. It was to make me remember, to make me comfortable. The cold spot on the 3rd floor, the smell of lavender, they're landmarks, not warnings. The photo I found wasn't a threat. It was an invitation from an old friend. You see, this building isn't abandoned. It never was. It's just very, very patient. My arrival wasn't a coincidence. It was an appointment. They've been waiting for me to come back. All these years, I thought I was running from a shadow in my past, but I was just taking the long way home. And the most terrifying realization of all isn't what's in these walls. It's knowing that my shift will eventually end. I can walk out that front door in the morning, but leaving doesn't mean I'll be free. It just means I'll be gone for a little while. After all, you can't escape a place that's already inside you.